Every person has dreams and ambitions. And at some point in our lives, all of us have dreamt of becoming a celebrity at least once. The glamorous lifestyle, the fame, the multiple endorsement deals, the money and legion of fans. Some of us just saw it as a dream and moved on with our lives. Some of us went to drama classes, acting schools, all in the hopes of getting recognized and eventually making it big, only to be receiving minor roles and barely making a living, and just barely getting by. Daytimestar talks about Yura Huang, a veteran actress of 7 years who has been getting gigs in only minor roles and as an extra, becoming one of the biggest actresses in all of South Korea. How did she achieve that? Well, let's find out. At the beginning of the series, we see Yura attending her ex-boyfriend's wedding, who dumped her for being too poor for his tastes, and states that they are not of the same status anymore. That's one way to start a story. In the next episode, Yura gets casted for a role of an upcoming movie that is supposed to be a guaranteed box office hit, but discovers that she wasn't casted as a female lead, but as the ex-girlfriend of the main lead who ends up killing herself. I guess it's better than the background character? Despite not getting the initial role that she auditioned for, she encourages herself. Plus, her manager also reminds her that this is her opportunity to return the handkerchief that was given to her by this fine man a few years ago. Upon arriving at the shooting site, Yura encounters her ex and finds out that he has also been casted for the movie, and he instantly talks shit to her. He really thinks he's him. We eventually find out that Yura's ex, Jeong Yoo Kim, I hope I got it right, actually stole the role from one of the original main cast, thanks to his newly acquired family connections, which doesn't sit right with a lot of people, and especially with the main lead of this drama, Sung-hyun Kang. The director gives Yura a hard time and yells at her for her underwhelming performance. I wonder how many times he wants her to drown herself. Bro, it's not easy. After the director decides to take a break, the man who thinks it's him follows Yura to her car, where she goes to rest and talks the shit, and makes Yura feel like a fool and belittles her, which causes her to end up crying on the streets frustrated. Kang recognizes her on the road. Kang gives her his jacket and messes with her a little bit to calm her down and starts recognizing her, remembering her from... In the next scene, we see Yura entering the zone, becoming the character fully, remembering everything that she has been through in her life, surprising the entire cast with her surreal acting. After the cut, Yura is still in the zone and forgets that she's not actually supposed to kill herself and ends up drowning, which resulted to Kang saving her and bringing her back to life. Back in Kang's room, his manager bombards him with questions on why he's so hot. Wet. But all Kang can think of is Yura. While heading out for his all-night shoot, he bumps into Yura and her manager, and Yura returns the handkerchief to him. After lots of chatting, Kang and his manager are heading to the site, but Kang tells him to go ahead, that he needs to do something. Maybe he needs to take a shit. Oh wow. Kang tells Yura to sleep in his room, which leads to a complete misunderstanding and probably reduced her attraction level to 5% only. But after explaining himself and clearing the misunderstanding, embarrassing her in the process, she takes up the offer and spends the night in an A-list actor's room. As Yura falls asleep, she wants to believe that there are still good people out there and that she has no enemies. I hope so too. Man. The next episode, we see Yura and Kang having a chit-chat. But as usual, the man who thinks it's him had to pull up and start talking the shit, and starts making dull accusations that were immediately countered by Kang. As the two of them were about to get into an argument, Kang's manager takes him away to avoid any sort of headline, due to a lot of reporters being on site. In Yura's final scene of the drama, she walks with Kang, as the scene is going to be later used as a flashback. Yura and Kang share a beautiful moment together, which the director enjoys too, and the two of them end the scene with a K-drama-like hug and a little kiss to the forehead, with Kang wishing her good luck in Seoul. Those were the first 12 episodes of this series, which I refer to as the intro or the first arc. Daytimestar has 77 chapters in total, and if you think that these first 12 chapters were entertaining, then I don't know what you will say about the remaining 60 plus chapters. But I'm not here to give you a full narration of the entire series. That will probably make the video an hour long, and I don't think I have the energy for that. But instead, I can make the video in a way that will make you want to read the webtoon. Daytimestar is already popular before it reached its conclusion thanks to our husbando Kang, and the overall K-drama vibes it gives off. But no, seriously, I won't be surprised if this gets an adaptation anytime soon. The show became even better after Yura and Kang started dating, and gave us lots of wholesome moments. But apart from just the two of them, Daytimestar as a whole had a lot of unique moments. One of those moments was when she was casted as the main lead for the music video of the famous group NYX. NMIX. The male version. And for the first time in her life received her own makeup room. Up until then, she was used to eating out in the cold weather, change in the corner of the shooting site, but now she got her own makeup room, getting prepped by professional hairstylists and makeup artists, and has warm lunch prepared for her. Another memorable moment was when Yura's manager spoke about Yura's past experience with agencies. They got an offer from a big agency, but when it was time to sign the final contract, it was at a bar, and one of the terms on the contract was for Yura to become an escort. These two moments go on to show the harsh reality of trying to achieve your dream in the industry. But Yura's hard work was paid off when she signed with M&K. And after that, her popularity skyrocketed, becoming a high-value actress. Apart from her participation in the NYX music video, fans remembered her from other dramas she was part of. And with her joining the agency, we were introduced to different characters who definitely left their impact. The man who thinks it's him had a lot of screen time too. But yeah, he was an asshole to the end indeed. But Song Hyun Kang made up for all of that. This man was always a breath of fresh air. He had some of the best entrances I've seen in a webtoon. With all that being said, Daytimestar is definitely a worthwhile read. It's eventually going to get adapted for a drama in due time. If you're looking for a romance story with a perfect husbando, this is it. If you're looking for a story that you can use to fantasize with and escape reality with and forget about all the 3D boys in your area, this is definitely it. If you're looking for a romance story that is relatable and can happen to anyone in real life, this is probably it. Look, I'm not going to lie here and say that the series is perfect and doesn't have any flaws. What I can tell you is that it's a good read. Daytimestar was fresh air for me. Reading the same mangas and webtoons every week, Daytimestar made me forget all the others and I binge read the whole thing. So what are you waiting for? Drop your chainsaw and juju trash for a few days and go read.
Tora!
Yeah?
You said she was going to become one of the biggest celebrities in all of Korea, right?
Yeah?
So how did it happen?
You know what? I don't think words can describe it, so let me just show you instead. 네가 좋아하던 와인과 선물을 준비했겠지. 기뻐할 너를 상상하며 근데 왜 이런 생각을 하면서 너를 추억만 하게 된 건지 어쩌다 너와 나 왜 이렇게 끝난 건지 너를 기억하면 난 가슴이 아파와 어쩌다 너와 나 이렇게 잊혀진다면 다시 사랑할 수 없을 것 같아 그날은 Okay, Daytimestar is done and dusted. This video has been in my drafts for a long time now, but I've been so busy. I actually had a 14-page script written out that only covered the story to chapter 40, but I eventually realized that it's too much and the video would have been too long, so I worked on a more improvised script. I hope you all liked the video, and I promise to be more active from now on, and I thank you all for the encouraging messages I received on my Serena video. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a good one. And Tora out.